Hey guys, how are you all? So welcome to Muse Tarot. This is going to be a general timeless next 7-day reading for Pisces placements. So if you have Pisces as your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury or North Node in your birth chart, this reading will be for you. Everything that you need to know about myself, the reading or the channel can be found in the description box below. So we're going to get into your read. This is the Modern Witch Tarot deck that we're using today. So, Angels of Love and Light, could we please have clear and concise messages for Pisces placements? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury and North Node. What do they need to know for the current energies for the next 7 days? From whenever they come across this timeless reading, what do they need to know, please and thank you? What do they need to know, please and thank you? 2 more shuffles, guys, and then we'll cut up the deck and get into your reading. So thank you for bearing with me. I really appreciate it. What's going on for you guys? Interestingly enough, as I was shuffling the cards, I actually saw the moon, which is the moon card, which is Pisces, is your energy. It's your card, your major arcana, or one of them. So pretty interesting, because as I'm filming of this, I do believe that we're currently experiencing the full moon in Gemini, or it's just kind of lingering on for another day or so. So something about the moon cycles is very significant at this time. But anyway, what's going on? So we have the Hierophant, we have the 5 of Wands, 4 of Swords, the World, and we have the 6 of Cups. So strong Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius coming through. Bottom of the deck, 2 of Swords, 9 of Pentacles and the Lovers. Gemini energy. Well, I said about the Gemini full moon, okay. Really interesting that that's come through with the 6 of Swords and the 3 of Cups. Okay. Guys, some of you have maybe felt like at a crossroads. Like you kind of know that you're on this higher path here, or on this spiritual path, this healing journey, etc. But I'm getting something to do with maybe feeling a bit burnt out, a bit restless, a bit tired, dealing with a lot of internal conflict. You know, your mind's been racing here with the sense of these thoughts just going on and on and on, like you're wanting clarity on a particular situation of which way to go, with how you're to take your next steps. Like you're wanting the sense of advice or guidance or support or reassurance from the universe here to give you, I'm hearing give you a hint. As kind of bluntly as that sounds, like give you a hint, give you a clue as to maybe what's coming through for you, what's to happen next. Like you may have felt a little bit lost or maybe just indecisive, because I feel like you kind of know what it is that you're doing or how you're to get to this next level, but you don't necessarily know the immediate next steps. I'm getting something to do with like being in this like thick cloud, and you have this thick cloud in front of you and you can't see of anything other than this cloud, and it's like you're not sure if you step through of it, you're just going to be met with more cloud, and then you're going to feel like you're stuck. I'm hearing stuck in a maze. So it's like, you know, with those mazes and you're trying to figure the way out, there's a particular route. So maybe you thought that there's a specific route that you're to go down to be able to get out of the other side, right? But you're like at this crossroads because, you know, it's a sense of like, I'm hearing like wanting to actually walk through the hedges instead rather than following of the path, like, and using these particularly like these swords or whatever to cut your way through. Like maybe your path is very much unconventional. It's not the usual route, like you're going off the beaten track here. But then maybe others haven't necessarily like advised you to kind of follow suit with everybody else with whatever it is that they're doing, and you're kind of pushing against that because it doesn't necessarily feel intuitively right for you, and so therefore like others may not necessarily understand Why I'm hearing you maybe feeling a little bit in a pickle here. I don't know why I'm getting that. Like others are just don't necessarily getting it or comprehending why you're feeling the way that you are, or you could be feeling more sensitive as certain energies are coming up for you. You may be feeling called to rest more. Maybe you've been dealing with a bout of illness, this time of the year, obviously getting into the winter season very soon. Depends where you are in the world. But I feel like there's something temporary about what it is that you're going through and whatever it is that you're feeling, and that it will soon subside and everything will be kind of clear for you. And it's just the sense of like, I can hear somebody say, I just want it to have happened already or happened yesterday. So something may have felt very uncomfortable for you, and you just wanted that sense of validation or answers, like in a sense, like externally from you, because you can't necessarily see or understand what it is that you're to be doing next. So I feel like you're having this blind faith right now and trying to trust the process of certain things are unfolding. I'm hearing that even though you may feel like you can't see with your physical eyes, you can very much see with your spiritual ones. So some of you may be realizing that it's like you're having to tap in a little bit more, maybe with meditation, or something along these lines that may potentially help, to get that sense of guidance. I keep getting that. Very interesting energy. You are coming out of whatever it is, whatever you feel like there's been a bit of a haze, with things feeling a bit foggy. There is going to be some sort of triumph, some sort of success. There's going to be this sense of reward here, and like a renewal of a new cycle in your life, rather than continuously dealing or battling with the elements in regards to what you've got going on as of right now. Because I feel like a lot of this has got to do with maybe your stability here, potentially your career, or I'm getting finances, because, finances aren't necessarily showing up here, pentacles. So that could be something that you feel is kind of lacking in your life, like it's not necessarily quite where you'd like it to be. So I'm getting in regards to your career, or maybe it's to do with a living situation, or you're wanting to move because something that you're dealing with just doesn't feel right anymore. I'm getting that something may have felt comfortable at one point and was like a safe haven for you is not necessarily feeling that way anymore. Like you've outgrown of this particular situation and you're wanting to kind of do of the next thing, but maybe you don't know where you're wanting to reside in the world. So there's a sense of maybe you're being kind of guided that you're going to pack your bags and you're going to move and you're going to kind of be somewhere else where you're being called to, but it's like maybe you don't necessarily know the location yet. Maybe you don't necessarily feel like you have of the certain resources that you're needing, or that's kind of necessary, right, to be able to follow through with whatever it is that you've been divinely guided or intuitively guided to kind of go through and do of next. You'll not necessarily see how something can kind of come through for you because it doesn't logically make sense as to why you would, I'm hearing, give up of one thing to then go into something else when you don't even know what that particular thing is. It's a sense of like, you could be someone that's living at home, maybe with family, or, living with roommates or something like this, or dealing with a particular job in maybe a company that you've been in for a while or what have you. And it's all of a sudden you're being asked to kind of like leave the job because it's a toxic workplace or it's unhealthy and it's not good for your health. And it's like looking for something else, but you don't even know what it is that you're looking for. Or if you're wanting a complete career change, you don't necessarily know what it is that you're wanting to get into this new career for, but then you're being guided to leave off something. And so therefore there's a possibility of being left out here and being unemployed, and then you haven't got something to fall back on, right? There's a sense of taking a risk. I'm even picking up on like moving out of home or moving out of a living situation or being evicted, and it's like somebody going to, you know, sofa surf. I'm hearing like staying at people's houses, like friends' houses, or trying to use up whatever savings and rent out Airbnbs, or staying in a hotel, or kind of like going to stay in your car or something like this, because you're not necessarily having the funds to have an actual like brick and mortar place to stay, if you know what I mean. But something may have happened, a big change may have happened, something like a major life transition, and it's like you're kind of left in a little bit of a sticky situation. I don't know why I'm getting that, but I am. So obviously, guys, only take what you feel resonates with the messages, but I am definitely tapping in with a particular energy whereby somebody has felt like they've been at this crossroads, and on some instances they kind of have made a decision about what it is that they're wanting to do next, but they're not necessarily sure of it, or they don't know at all. I'm hearing somebody doesn't know at all. Right. Okay. So what else is going on here, please, for Pisces? Ooh, Empress. Wow, Taurus, Libra energy with Divine Feminine potentially coming out here, guys. What's this about? What's this about? The Sun. Leo energy. So we have the happiest card in the deck coming out. Two of Cups. Oh my goodness, I can't actually get over this energy right now. This is really amazing. The Devil. Wow. Capricorn energy. I just want to... Oh, Ace of Swords flew out and it landed pretty much in between the Empress and the Sun. Clarity is coming through for you. You're going to be able to make your decision. You're going to be more than catered for, taken care of. All your emotional, physical, material needs are going to be met. It may just be a little bit unexpected with how this comes through for you. It may not necessarily make any sense to you, but when this comes in, you're still going to feel the sense of relief, and maybe you're not going to be too overly concerned or like worried as to, you know, why it's come in the way that it has, but you're just grateful and appreciative that it has done. I'm hearing you definitely have the answers within, okay? You'll know what practical steps to take next with the Knight of Pentacles, but you may have felt, you know, stuck here, or you may have felt like you've been on this kind of halt, right? Because this Knight of Pentacles, this horse, is not putting one foot in front of the other, right? It's just standing still. So maybe you felt like you've been on hold. You've been in this standstill for a long time, and it's like you've wanted this sense of movement, or you have been progressing and making moves, but albeit very slowly. And I'm hearing slow and steady wins the race. So just know that certain things to materialize in our physical reality can take time. And there's a reason for that. So some of you have been wanting of certain things to come through very much sooner, as in yesterday. And it's like, well, I thought that this would have turned up by now. But I'm hearing that what this is meant to showcase to you is to give you that reassurance and support and encouragement that everything is unfolding really beautifully for you, and to try to release any fears or doubts or anxieties or worries or stress that you may be feeling at this time, and not kind of like give in to your ego, and getting in more touch with your higher self here, because I feel like you know and see the bigger picture, that all is well and everything is always working out for you, even if it doesn't necessarily make sense at the time. But whatever has been in the dark is coming to light. As Wow, as I say that, interesting. Right, okay. Yeah, Ace of Wands. It's all coming through for you. There's been a lot of soul development and healing taking place in your life. And it's been a lot to deal with. But everything that you have done has not been for nothing, and it will be very much worthwhile. There's a lot of abundance and blessings and prosperity making its way to you. Okay. Four of Cups in reverse. You feel like you have missed out on opportunities, but you haven't missed out on anything. You haven't. You feel like you've missed out, that you've been forgotten about, that you're not going to necessarily be receiving what it is that you're desiring. And you've been feeling over it. You have. But you're getting out of this particular energy. And you're going to feel invigorated with that Knight of Wands. Because then you're going to look back on everything and be like, oh my gosh, wow, okay. Everything is kind of all piecing together and it's starting to click into place and it makes sense now. I didn't get it before, but I get it now. I'm hearing please be kinder to yourself as well. Show yourself a little sense of compassion here. You're being a bit hard on yourself. What else is going on here, please, for Pisces? Five of Wands and the Fool. I feel like not to get too much in your head about this new beginning that's coming through for you. I'm hearing it is going to be everything that it's cracked up to be and more. Yeah, with the Ten of Cups, I mean, this is the sense of inner and outer happiness. This is true emotional fulfillment. This is like domestic bliss. This is dreams being realized. This is a major wish fulfillment. I mean, this is beautiful. This is exactly what you're going into. So don't doubt yourself or battle against yourself into thinking and feeling that you're not worthy or deserving of these things, or potentially you're like, well, everybody else seems to be receiving, you know, whatever it is that's bringing them that sense of pleasure and joy and fun and bliss, etc., right? But I haven't been receiving, so therefore does that mean that I'm less worthy or I'm not meant to be having of these things? And you're getting into this energy. But you know your worth. You know abundance is your birthright. You know the truth deep down that you are deserving and worthy of really amazing things for you. And that this is what you're going into. But there is the odd moment where you're like, oh, okay. Obviously, it's difficult to be, you know, you're not necessarily going to be positive and, you know, all the time and happy all the time and what have you, right? So even if you're having a bit of a down day, like, not to be overly worried or concerned, because the sense is, I'm hearing you're manifesting who you are, like manifesting who you are, not what it is that you want, or something along those lines. I've definitely heard it along here somewhere. It's like you're manifesting the energy that you're in, and you may have felt like, oh, well, if I have a down day, then that means that I'm not manifesting what it is that I'm wanting. I'm getting told that that's, you know, it's okay to have a down day, you know, or not to feel 100% like amazing 24/7. Like, that's just not realistic. I don't know why that all came through that way, but I'm getting told to let you know that there is the sense of a new beginning on the horizon for you. What else is going on here, please, and thank you, for Pisces? Three of Cups. Yeah, this is an energy of celebration. This is an energy of thriving, enjoying life, having fun, letting your hair down. Okay. Yeah, there's your energy, Pisces, with the Hanged One. Pisces, look at this. Okay? So maybe you've been feeling like pretty serious about something, or you felt restricted, you felt stuck, but you're getting out of that. Because this individual here has hung themselves up to this tree and they look relatively content. They're seeing things from another point of view, another perspective, because they are upside down. So they're seeing things from a spiritual perspective, you know, in ways that maybe necessarily other people don't see them in the same way that you do. I feel all in all that you know that everything is working out for you, right? But things have just taken a bit more time. They have. But you have everything working out for you. King of Swords, you know that truth. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. What else here, please? I want to know about why this devil has come through. Why has the devil come through for Pisces? Why has the devil come through? Four of Cups upright. Yeah, you're getting out of this energy because of the sense of, we saw it earlier, there is this fear that you're missing out. I'm hearing FOMO. I'm hearing if you don't have a chance to look up, you're never going to see what's right in front of you. Something is literally right in front of you, but you don't see it yet. Or you're not acknowledging of something, like being in a different way, like thinking about things in a different way even. Something is right there for the taking, right there for the picking, but there's on some level, whether you're realizing it or not, you're not necessarily seeing it there. It's like what I was picking up on earlier about something to do with, you know, the fog and then these heavy clouds and like trying to walk through, but something's just there on the other side. You've been feeling relatively dissatisfied with a situation, or maybe even several. Yeah, with the Six of Swords, you're just wanting to be able to move on away, or let go of something, or release of something. You're wanting that sense of divine guidance here to come through. You're wanting your like spiritual allies to come through and like just be outright with, I'm hearing being blatantly obvious about what it is to do next. But I feel like you are very much like tapped in and you're receiving signs and synchronicities, okay? But there's something to do with deciphering of the messages or the downloads with what it is that you're receiving. And there's a sense of being a little bit unsure. You're moving away from this energy with the Ten of Swords. You're moving on into calmer waters. And there is good news on the horizon for you with that Page of Wands about what to do next. And you're very excited about this, or you will be. I'm hearing there are some people that can't come along with you on the next part of your journey. And so therefore, it may be you know exactly what it is that you're to be doing or for to happen next. But then you're not necessarily wanting to cut off a particular person or a situation or draw a line in the sand to do with that and move yourself on forward because of potential fear of the unknown, of what's going to be coming through for you. Yeah, with the Nine of Wands, so there could be something to do with the past that's coming up for you. And so therefore you're like, oh, well, I've been wounded before. I'm like the wounded warrior here. And so therefore, if I don't, you know, if I do follow through with this, even if it doesn't make logical sense to me and I'm in my head space rather than in my heart space, my head is telling me absolutely not, don't do this. But my heart is telling me, my heart and my soul is saying go for it. That may resonate for some. Okay. What else is going on here for this devil energy? Two of Pentacles. Yeah, you're going through this transitional phase as of right now. As I say, that transitional phase into real transformation with the Death card, Scorpio energy. There's something that needs to be let go of or released or moved on from, so that there's a sense of embracing this change, whatever it is that's coming through for you. Because I feel all in all, you've actually been asking for this change, but now that it's right here, ready and available for you to kind of embrace in some way, it's a sense of being fearful about what this actually is requiring of you, or what is going to be required of you after that you've done or completed of this particular thing, of whatever this is. Yeah, with the Hierophant, because it's a sense of knowing on a deeper level that it's getting you ever closer to you feeling like being on this higher path, which is what you've wanted in the first place, that you've been asking for, especially if you're trying to go into like a higher timeline, and you're wanting to be receiving of certain blessings and things to be more peaceful or what have you. But then it's a sense of having to go through rather than trying to hop, skip and jump and avoid of certain things here just so that you get to the destination. But it's a sense of going through it and embracing the journey. And that's the difficult bit. I'm hearing. Yeah, but you will come out on top with the Six of Wands. You will. And you're not ever given anything that you can't handle here. The universe never gives us more than we can handle. And I feel like you are someone who's incredibly strong, very resilient, and, you know, you've gone through hell and back, but you've survived of everything that you've gone through because you're still here. So whatever else that it is that you're dealing with, that you know to be going through, to evolve, to grow, you can handle it. You can. And I'm hearing everything's going to be okay. Everything will work out. I'm hearing there's just this one last little bit to go through, to complete, to release, to finish off, move yourself on forward, away from. But this is what you're going into with the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, Two of Cups, the Sun and the Empress with the Fool. And the Three of Cups, really beautiful energy. And the Six of Cups. You have so much waiting for you. So much that's ready and available for you. I'm hearing like, for some of you, if you feel trapped in a situation or restricted or enslaved in some sort of way, you can walk away at any time from whatever this is. You have the power to do so. You're not powerless in a situation, even though you may have felt like you were at one point. You know, you see how these chains from this door are loosely around these people's necks? It's not like really tight or anything like that. So it's a sense like, if they were just to kind of wiggle their way or adapt a little bit, they would be able to just take them off. So a situation actually is easier to walk away from than you may be perceiving it as of right now. But look, again, as I go to pick up the deck, we have the Ten of Cups. So what you don't see here with the Two of Swords is what you're walking into, or what you're about to embrace in your life, is very rewarding, very beautiful. Okay, it's taken a time to get here, guys, but it will be worth it. You've waited a long time with the Seven of Pentacles. You've put in those seeds into these plants, right? Hypothetically. And you've been setting of these particular intentions, and you've been watering yourself and these plants, you know, of whatever these things are. And they're getting ready to harvest. And I'm hearing, you should be very proud of how far you've come and pat yourself on the back, because I feel like you're not giving yourself enough credit or even enough time to acknowledge what it is that you're going on, you've been going through, because you're already ready and you're like kind of feeling ready and hyped up for the next thing, or wanting to get on with the next thing and just leap into that. But there's a sense of looking back and being like, wow, I did that. I achieved that for myself. I've earned of this, right? Yeah, you see how this person here is looking up at all of these different cups? It's like, I went through all the confusion, all the difficulties here, the challenges, but I've made it and come out the other side, and now everything is clear. What else is going on for Pisces? Sorry, the cards are a little bit of a mess, guys, but I just felt kind of called to read this way, as they were kind of falling naturally. Strength card, Leo energy. Yeah, you're stronger than you think and feel that you are, right? And you will come out on top. You are going to be gaining that sense of recognition and reward and accolades for everything that you've gone through. Anything else? The Lovers, Gemini energy. There's something about a deepening of a connection. There's something about a new relationship. Or there's something to do with somebody returning, like a reconciliation type of energy. As I say that with the Page of Cups, maybe I'm hearing a sorry is in order, right? So somebody may be coming through and having the courage to apologize, and they're going to open up and say to you, you know, what they've gone through, and realizing that they were kind of self-sabotaging or holding themselves back, even though that you were like everything they've ever wanted, but it was down to them and whatever they had previously gone through, and they were making like these certain decisions here as to why they thought at the time it was a good idea to maybe keep away from you, especially if you have history with this person. But they're realizing they just keep on shooting themselves in the foot, because all they want is actually to be with you. But they let past hurts, or I'm hearing the little devil on their shoulder, kind of persuade them, yeah, to kind of not continue of something with you, or push it on further, what have you. I'm getting that vibe. So just take what you feel resonates and leave the rest, guys. We have the Four of Wands, the 1111 card. Okay, yeah, definitely somebody had a lot of fear and anxiety, and that they've had the aha moment and the realization that they were getting themselves in their own way of having all of this with you. So they're taking action, yeah, to come through and showcase of how they feel for you. Very much so. With the Knight of Swords, they're coming through quite hot here, guys. I'm hearing raring and ready to go. Two of Wands, they've made a decision that whatever they've been dealing with has not been it, I'm hearing. Yeah, with the Five of Swords, as I say that. And they've admitted defeat in another situation and realised that it's worth sacrificing, because what they want here is to be with you. So they may be having some very intense conversations with someone, if they are potentially dealing with someone else, or they're having these deep, intense kind of conversations like with themselves. So that they can figure out what they want to say to you, and they don't want to hold back, but they've been holding back because of previous hurt and heartbreak. But they actually want a commitment here with you, with the Hierophant, Taurus energy. This person may have had fear of commitment, yeah, marriage with the Justice card, and we just saw the Hierophant as well. So Somebody has been dealing with their fear of commitment. Quite likely here. Yeah. They've been getting Judgment Day on this with that Judgment. This person wants to talk to you about this with the 8 of Wands. I don't feel like it's anything that you've actually done to get this person to feel in some sort of way that they couldn't trust you if they were to be getting committed with you, is because of what else that they've dealt with other individuals here. With the 10 of Swords, if everything is fine and they've kept that struggle or kept whatever they've been dealing with in private and they haven't opened it up to you. They've had the sleepless nights and the insomnia and the nightmares with the 9 of Swords of what they've been dealing with privately. What else is actually going on for Pisces? I see that there's a lot of blessings making its way to you. And I'm hearing soul family, soul tribe. There are certain people that you may have in your life as of right now that you may have felt like they were going to be with you in the long haul. But there could be this sudden realization that, oh my gosh, well, that's a bit blunt, but I just heard a clear out is necessary. I'm hearing separating the wheat from the chaff. So some of you are realizing there are certain connections that are draining of your energy, or that they're unhealthy, or there's some sort of toxicity to do with these connections. I was trying to say, and I got connection. I got cut off short there, so, which is interesting. But you have so much more coming your way that's much more aligned for you, that's going to encourage you to embrace your true authentic nature, yourself, and put yourself out there and interact with other individuals who are like-minded as well. I just heard, yeah, with the Page of Pentacles, there are certain people, energies that are coming through who either want to work together with you, maybe on projects or collaborations, something to do with your career, maybe investing in you certain type of way. There's new friends, a new social circle for sure. I'm getting something to do with a community. Some of you could be getting ready to have your own family. So you may have had difficulties with your own family, right? And you're getting ready to start and create of your own with someone. And this is going to be a real big blessing. Yeah, there's a solidifying of a connection here, like a real true partnership. And I'm hearing that you're going to be both like perfect for each other. You're just going to work. There could be something to do with a child. I'm hearing conceiving of a child. Maybe I'm getting adopting a child. Or there could be someone that is close to you that's pregnant. If that's not necessarily something that resonates, you're birthing a new life for yourself. Like you're getting into a new era of your life. Some of you may have had a big birthday coming up. I'm hearing something like 30 is the new 20, or 40 is the new 30, or 50 is the new 40. Like I'm getting that kind of vibe, right? So I feel like something is like you're embracing whatever this is, okay? 7 of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles, okay? You're gonna want to be very protective of your energy and setting boundaries with other individuals. And also you're going to be wanting to protect this new life of yours that's coming in as well. Anything else? Just to close off the reading for Pisces. Okay, those two wanted to come through. We have the Hermit, Virgo energy, and the Hierophant. Wow. I mean, these are very spiritual cards coming through. So with the 8 of Cups and the Tower, I'm hearing you're done with the hermit mode, okay? You've done a bulk of healing and you've worked through a lot. And I feel like it's getting ready for there to be time so that you're coming out of the shadows and you're stepping into this light. You're stepping into this newer, this higher path. Okay, like you're already aligned. You see how these two cards look like perfectly aligned? In order for you to be getting into this Empress energy, now I'm reading energy rather than gender or sex, to be open and receptive to what's coming through for you, you had to go through the healing journey. You had to be in the Hermit energy for a long period of time to then be able to step out into the light and be the light I'm hearing for others. And be there as like, I mean, getting something to do with teaching. I'm getting something to do with like a spiritual guru or a healer. Something to do with esoteric kind of knowledge. I'm getting something to do with the occult. Like more taboo type of subjects here. Maybe significant. You're getting ready to walk a path that you may have never ever previously ever expected that you were going to be walking. So for instance, it's a sense of like, you know, maybe for a lot of your life you did like an office job, or you got a certain qualifications, or you had you know, done of something in a particular way, and then all of a sudden or over time now you're in a completely different line or field of work, and it's like you look back and at that point in time when you were in the thick of it of dealing with whatever it was before, you would never kind of see yourself like, oh, in 5-10 years time I'm now going to be doing such and such. It just, I don't see how that could potentially be anything that I would have predicted for myself, I'm hearing, right? I feel like you kind of know what I mean in regards to that. Anything else? Yeah, but this new path that you're going on, right, is getting ready to bring you into this particular lifestyle that you've always wanted for yourself, with that sense of stability and security, maybe even financial independence, that freedom. Yeah. You are unlocking the kind of padlock for your abundance. Like you have the key to accessing the sense of abundance. Yes, with the Ace of Cups, these blessings, because of the amount of work you've done on yourself, the healing you've done. So get ready to feel overjoyed as certain things are manifesting for you into your physical reality. And I feel like you'll just know that this is where I'm, exactly where I'm supposed to be. And then you may be realizing I was at the right place at the right time, in the right situations the whole time, even when it didn't feel like it at the time. Even if there were certain things that were toxic, what have you, you learnt spiritual lessons in regards to these. You went into healing, you evolved and grew, you completed karmic lessons. I'm hearing it was all part of your soul contract. There were certain things to be ticked off. And I'm hearing you've ticked a lot off off that particular list. I'm hearing in a kind of, I'm hearing a jokey way, like you've ticked other people off, like these certain energies off, because they're like, how have you done it? Because I feel like you're coming out on top. I keep getting that, coming out on top. Like winning here. There are certain energies that are going to feel a certain type of way, because you've defeated of those energies. And you've had the purest of intentions and a good heart in regards to this as well. Like you've not caused harm to anyone of those. Like you've done it all from a place of love. That's what I'm trying to say. King of Cups, there's you. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces with the King of Cups. So you're going to receive some major manifestations soon. Maybe a new home, a new job, a new family, right? New love, new career, new projects. Because you've been putting in the work here. And regardless of how a certain situation seemed, materially, you understood and knew deep down that that was going to be temporary. You had the vision with the King of Wands. You had the vision even though when others didn't have of that particular vision. You had the belief in you even though when others didn't necessarily believe in you. You gave yourself that sense of validation rather than necessarily receiving it from others, and you went for it anyway. And because of that, because you were tapping in with your soul, right? You were tapping in with your higher self. You were tapping in with, you know, the universe, God, source, your angels, your ancestors, past on loved ones, your spiritual team, etc., right? Or even a community of individuals that are on this particular path very similar to you. That has been what's helped you get out of so much. So just take a look back and realize how far you've come, okay? Because you were once in this energy. And not just one time, maybe several times, okay? But you fought, you got knocked down, but you got yourself up again. Because I'm getting warrior energy. Times have been tough, but you always got back up again. You survived, okay? You're a survivor. And now you're getting ready to thrive in this life of yours. Very, very exciting here with the Page of Wands. And I'm hearing you look good doing it as well. Queen of Wands. Absolutely. Amazing. So that's going to be the end of the reading, guys. Lots of different types of messages come through. Obviously, it's a general. Please only take what you feel resonates and leave the rest. And please use your own sense of discernment with the messages and not force of anything to fit. But I hope that there has been some messages, a few messages, if not the whole reading, that potentially resonated. And if you have enjoyed this reading, and you wish to support myself and the channel, there are donation links available. There is a PayPal link in the description box below, and the other option is Super Thanks, which is listed underneath this video. So thank you so much to those of you who have already donated. I greatly appreciate you guys. Even if you don't financially donate, a wonderful way to energetically donate is to like, share, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll get back to you guys on those comments when I can. So thank you so much. I do enjoy reading those. Please hit the notification bell so you get an alert as to when I post another video for you and you don't miss out on future updates or new content made available on the channel. And please feel free to check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury and North Node placements in the other zodiac signs so you can receive more messages to do with your timeless next 7-day current energy check-in reads. Now guys, I have to go because I'm losing my voice, but sending love and light your way, many blessings. Please take care and I'll speak to you and see you soon. So thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Bye guys.